Good morning, this is Sunday, and I thought I'd do a wee kind of expo on torches. This is Davey T from Field Sports Scotland, and today I'm going to start a series of small clips. Well, not small clips, little small review things, just for the channel, and just to let everybody know that I'm still here and I'm doing stuff. I'm always shooting, so I always forget about everybody on YouTube who likes to watch the videos and stuff like that. And it's often I take my camera out with me and forget to even use it because things are just happening so fast, especially on foxes. There's been a lot of talk on social media in regards to torches. Now, I have went through hundreds over the years, literally. And this is a little kind of, the ones you've got in front of me is a little kind of what I want to talk about today in regards to expensive and what's too expensive, and we'll just look at a couple of torches and why I like and why I dislike them. So here we go. I'm going to start off with the ones that I've got there. I've got an X70 laser wear. It's a T60 style torch. IR's good out to 1100. White light's good out to, well, they say 800. I've had eye shine out to 900 yards with it. I've done a lot of work on this using this. I use it as a spotter, I use it as an IR, I use it red light, green light, white light. The red lights you get about 200 yards, 300 yards. The green light is just as bright as the white light. You can get right past 500 yards with eye shine on the green light. I use it for all sorts of stuff. It's great for it's not particularly heavy. It can be quite cumbersome in your pocket, but it's great for looking for things at night as well because it does flood out quite a bit. It's an absolute excellent torch. And that comes in at around about £70 for the torch. Then in the middle here you have the normal 5000 lumens cream. One's a red torch, one's a white torch. I use the red one for rabbits on top of the 2.2 if I haven't got haven't got the night vision on it. Pardon me. And I have the white layer for just as a backup torch if I need it. It's always in my pocket, and they're great. They put out a lot of light, and you can pick them up easily, those little T20s, for about 20 quid on eBay. Then you've got your Devon Tracer, the orange one in the middle there. That is a 400 IR. It's a lead ray one. IR. That's good out to 400 yards, and I often put that on the side of my Yukon Photon. If I'm testing, I don't use IRs, external IRs when I'm testing a product, but this is good for going on and off, and it's very light. You don't even notice it's there. It doesn't affect the scope or whatsoever, so that's ideal. And I put this one in here because I actually have a bone to pick with it. I don't like the Nightmasters. That's the Nightmaster 800, and that comes in around for the kit about nearly £200. So, and then over this one here on the far right is the little X30 laser wear. That's a IR that goes out to about 350 yards, and it's extremely light, and it's like the baby brother of the X70. I quite like using that as well. So I've got a range of torches, and I've got a lot more. I've got big lamps, I've got handheld clue lights, and all sorts of stuff. But these are the ones that I genuinely use on a daily basis, apart from the Nightmaster. But we'll explain why a little later. Now, every torch has its flaw, and that's a fact. I can't do nothing about that, but there is ways of fixing it. Now, this is an amazing torch. Basically, your torch technology is in the pill. You take it apart. And you have your pill. Now, all your pill is where the big all your pill is there for is for the light, and that is where the technology is. Then after that, it's the glass that does the work. So depending on the style of pill you've got, depends on what and the chip that's in the pill is basically what kind of light you're going to get out, and then it's magnified by the glass. It's a very simple technique. All the rest is tubes and bells. There's nothing special in torch technology other than this little device here. Some of the more advanced ones have little cooling chips on the back, and this one is just your standard everyday T60 style pill. Now, I'm going to run through my likes and my dislikes in regards to various torches. Now, this is my favourite out of the lot. This is the Laserware X70. Pick up torch about £70, as I said. Has one flaw. The screw cut for it is quite wide, so you get a little bit of play in the head. Now that's easily fixed, and with a little bit of tape or a little bit of plumber's mate, just stick over that, and then you don't get the play in the head. But other than that, that's a quick fix. It is no issues. I love that torch. That torch is with me all the time, and I'm lost without it. It replaces my big lamp. It replaces a lot of other stuff that genuinely it's my go-to torch for everything. And as I said, about £70. Now, the good thing about it is when the pill's in, it's nice and easy and it's smooth to zoom in and out. And you get a good flood and you get a good zoom. Pills come in IR, red, green and white, as I said before. And honestly, I do spend a lot of time with this. Now, a lot of guys love the Nightmaster. I'm going to show you why I don't like it. Some of the good features is it's tight, because what they have done is done what I just did with that, is they put plumber's tape and little seals in there, which is fine. It's repairing a known flaw. It's expensive, too expensive, I would say. I would say it's really too expensive. And when you're zooming, it's stiff to zoom. But watch what happens. Just keep watching. You're getting frustrated, you want to get zoomed in further, further. Now this is practically a brand new torch. I rarely use it. Watch this. Keep watching. Are you noticing what's happening here? I'm focusing. Pretend you're out on the hill or on a field and you're trying to focus into a fox running towards you, and you just want to get that sharper image, and you're getting frustrated, and you keep on getting, you keep turning. There's no stop. It comes straight off in your hand. Then what happens then is that just floods right out, and you get no perception of light. You've got no control over the light, and then if you've got this in your hand, you're trying to fiddle it. You've lost the fox. That is, as you see that they put little rings in there, little seals. That basically takes away the play from the head, like what I showed you on the X70, which is fair enough. That's a good idea, you know. Now there is no way getting past that. That kind of design flaw shouldn't be on a torch that's going to cost you over £100. Yeah, it's got some nice features like the battery switch end. Yeah, that glows in the dark. It's great. And you can take the whole thing apart. You've got little bolts and things like that. But this is a big problem. To me, especially when I'm out in the hill. There is no stop. You have no idea where you're going. And before you know it, the head's off. That to me is not worth the money. Also, the quality of the image isn't that great. It's supposed to do me out to 800 yards on an IR. I don't get the best IR out of it. I don't get the best light out of it. I actually get better light out of various other torches. And everybody wonders why I have a bee in my bonnet about Nightmaster. I think Nightmaster, what they have done, is basically built a reputation and then stopped. They haven't thought about their products anymore. They're just selling for the sake of selling. Anyway, enough about Nightmaster. Talk about the Devon Tracer IR 400. This is brilliant. This is a great little torch. It's not the most clear, I have to admit, but you get used to it, and it's so light and ideal for when you're out shooting. As I said, I've almost got this on my Yukon Photon all the time, shooting hundreds of rabbits, not a problem. And that's genuinely all you need. Now, these little T20s, you can get them in IR form. As I said, you can pick them up for 20-30 quid. Then that's, again, some guys put doublers on it. I used to have a T20 with a doubler on it. And, again, brilliant for the money. Absolutely excellent pieces of equipment for 20-30 quid. You cannot go wrong with that sort of thing. And that's all you need for shooting rabbits. You're not going to shoot rabbits past 150 yards, really. Well, I do on occasion, but you know what I mean. It's not something that you're going to do regularly enough. Again, they come in all different forms. And this little thing I picked up from Laserware. This one was a refurb model that I picked up for about 30 quid. And again, it's ideal. So you don't need to go spending a fortune on big torches. Now, the X70 beats a lot of them in class. And although it is like a T60 style head, T50 style head actually, I think, that genuinely will do everything you want it to do. And at 1100 yards through the IR, it's great. Don't get me wrong, out to that, it's not as clear as some. It's not got that, it's got a grid kind of spot that kind of become annoying sometimes. But I've never had an issue with it, and you don't need to go spending over £100 on a bloody torch just to get the job done. Get the job done for cheaper. Anyway, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. Like us on Facebook on the Field Sports Scotland page as well. And catch us again for more hunts and more little reviews.